Hello, YouTube. It's me, John Avenger, once again, and welcome to another sequel month. And you probably are guessing what's the next film I'm going to review for sequel month, and that is that movie right there. Yep, I have the Blu-ray of the 2008 musical extravaganza in one of the most popular Disney Channel franchises of all time, High School Musical 3, Senior Year. This is the deluxe extended edition I got Blu-ray I got from my sister. I love this movie. I saw this in the movie theater twice back in 2008. I saw the first movie 10 years ago with my sister. We had a good time. It brought back a lot of musicals back to Disney Channel. It, raised awareness for that genre and it became successful. Then a year later, they did a sequel, HSM2, which I'm not going to be reviewing. But, the small thing, just to mention it, it was a huge success. It was the most watched Disney Channel movie of all time, still holding that record to this day. So since they saw potential, they saw box office potential for this franchise. So they put this one in the theaters in October of 2008, and I went to go see it in a packed theater with a bunch of girls and kids and parents, and I had a ball. It was like, wow, they took the second movie, they gave it a bigger budget, bigger musical numbers, bigger, more people in the cast, just a lot of great visuals, and they made a spectacular end to the franchise. Yes, this is the way this franchise ended. I don't need a fourth movie, Disney Channel. I already said it. That movie can go fuck itself. It's not going to continue the story. It's just going to be another Jurassic World or Episode 7. We don't need it. We don't need a franchise to continue once it's done. If it's done, it's done. And this is how it ended. Third one is the best one, I think, in my opinion. I love this movie. I love the songs in the movie. Most of the songs are spectacular. Right Here, Right Now, Now or Never, I Want It All, The Boys Are Back. All these songs, I just love them in the film for the most part. And the film is long, but I really got into it. I like these characters. I love the cast. I love Zac Efron. This is before he did Neighbors and all these other comedies. You have the gorgeous Vanessa Hudgens, who I've always liked. Even when she was a young teen, she's a cutie pie. She's Asian and mixed race, and she's a beautiful young actress. Is still doing strong. And I recently saw her in Grease live, so she still got it. Rest in peace to her father, by the way. He will be missed. You got Ashley Tisdale, the blonde Disney Channel queen. She is the queen of Mars on Disney Channel because she was in Phineas and Ferb and she sang that song. She's epic. No one will ever top her in any movie on Disney Channel anymore. And then you have Lucas Grabeel. He's the pale face, big show guy. Does a lot of dancing. You got Corbin Blue, Monique Coleman. It's just a great cast of kids. I saw them when they were young teens and in their 20s in the first movie, and then you go to this one and they're all grown up. And it's a great film. I think the story is fine. They're about to graduate from high school. They want to remember it forever, so they make this spring showcase to show their singing and dancing talent to the Juilliard School of New York City, which I've been to, by the way. I went there a couple times. I saw some musical prodigies there. And there's four candidates to go into that school, and one of them is going to get the scholarship to get go to that school to become what they want to become. And it's a fun movie. I think it's a lighthearted film. Every time I watch this movie, it makes me smile. When Zach and Vanessa were together in this movie, you just feel it. Their chemistry is uncanny. It's so wonderful. It beats anything that was in Twilight, which came out a month after this. I shit you not. This movie was a better movie than that Twilight movie. It was just not as boring, and the romance works between these two. They just have great chemistry. They sing wonderful together. When Zach is smiling, it's for real. He's beaming. His face is just beaming with happiness, and I feel that. People just think I'm hard and I just watch movies that are, manly, but I can also watch a nice, lighthearted G-rated musical because I love musicals as well. And, it has a great ensemble. I even like some of the supporting cast. You have, whatchamacallit, the new characters. You have, what's his name? Matt Prokop, he plays Jimmy the Rocket Zara. I like him. You have this kid that played Dion. I forgot his name. Yeah, I forgot his name. The one thing I do not like in this film at all is the British chick that they cast to play Tiara Gold. She was horrible. She cannot sing. She cannot act. And after she did this movie, she went back to England and never acted again. Thankfully, I hope that happens to another girl of the same distinction. Wink. But other than that, I have no other problems with this movie. It's a great musical for kids. I think it's very lighthearted and fun and has some great songs. And the choreography is amazing because Kenny Ortega knows what he's doing with the dancing and his direction. It's a nice Disney movie to show to your kids. I would not watch Glee. I would watch this because Glee has a bunch of stupid subject matter that I'm not into, like gay lifestyle choices and all that, and bullying and all that. No, it's not for me. I'd rather watch this. This was done better. This was years before Glee even made it to television. And it didn't need gay stuff to get my attention. But good cast, really good looking movie. It's a beautiful film. There's barely any CGI in the film. There's like maybe two scenes with CGI, and I didn't notice. It was the treehouse scene, and I think near the basketballs that are falling on Troy when he's singing "Scream," which that song blew me away in the theater. I was like, wow. No one in the audience was making a noise when Zach was singing that song, and he got an appendix taken out before he did this movie, and it delayed the production. But when the movie was finished, he finished it. I didn't notice anything wrong with his dancing or singing or acting. He was just great. He steals the show in this movie, and it was such a great film to see in the theater twice. I had fun. I laughed. I smiled. I left the theater with a smile on my face, just like when I saw Civil War. The audience loved it. They clapped at the end. They were just, having a great time. No one left the theater pissed off. And I miss this cast. They really did a great job working together. Kenny Ortega knows how to cast really good people. Just that's a digital copy in the DVD of the film, and I'm glad to have this on Blu-ray. This is the first Blu-ray I ever bought for my sister, and it looks great on Blu-ray. The colors are vibrant and lovely, and it's just a fun, lighthearted film. And sometimes a sequel needs to be like that. You don't kill off characters. You don't put new characters that we don't care about. It did that. It did that once with Tiara Gold, but that's about it. She's so forgettable. You'll blink and you'll miss her. But you don't make the last movie pointless. You do it better, and this film does it in spades. The problems I had in the second film were redeemed in this one. Sharpay wasn't as annoying. The songs were better. Had a bigger budget. It looked better. And seeing this with a crowd was even more satisfying than seeing it at home. And I love it. I love this movie. This is a sequel I will live to tell about. That I loved seeing this in the theater. I saw this. Singing in the Rain is still my favorite musical, but this is like my third favorite musical behind Singing in the Rain and The Wizard of Oz 1939 version. And it's just, it blew me away. Every moment of this movie, besides Tiara Gold singing and acting, Gemma Mackenzie Brown, who can't act, everything else is spectacular. Just it's a work of art, and I think it gets harshly criticized. People said it was just a rehash of the first film. I don't think so. It does a lot bigger things than the first film. Plus, the two leads actually have a passionate kiss. One of the most cinematic kisses I've ever seen in my life. There's no edits. They don't shake the camera. They don't do a wide span shot. It's beautiful. It's just majestic. Like Zach and Vanessa look into each other's eyes and sing that "Can I have this dance" in the college campus, and they beautifully kiss each other, and it's wonderful. I love it. It's romantic. It's extremely romantic. If you want to have a good, if you want to see something sweet with your girlfriend, or if you're a girl, your boyfriend, you can pop this in because the romance works. These two are just like all over each other, and it's wonderful to see. It's a nice love story that works out, and we don't need a fourth movie. Fuck that. This is the end, and it ended it on a high note, and I love this movie. Thanks, Kenny Ortega, for directing this film. You didn't let me down, and I saw this twice in the theater. That proves I loved it, and it was a huge success. And I'm glad it beat Saw 5 that weekend in October of 2008. Anyway, that's my that was my praising of HSM 3. I love that movie. It's one of my favorite musicals. It's a great sequel, and it just, it stuck with me, and I will always remember that movie for touching my heart and being the end of the franchise. That's it. It's over. You don't need a fourth movie. I don't care what it's about. This ended it just fine, and I'm glad that it did. Anyway, thanks for watching, liking, subscribing, commenting, guys. You are awesome. I like doing these videos because I can talk about all kinds of sequels that I've never reviewed before and sequels you probably have never heard of. But this is one of them, and this is one of my favorite sequels that's not a superhero film or a Star Wars movie or something, of that nature. But it's a great Disney movie that's not animated. And I feel it deserves more praise because I think it's as good as some of the Pixar films I've seen, even though it's not animated. It would have been awesome either way. But thanks for watching, guys. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.